Hi, I'm Mike Hall, Chairman of Hall & Hall.
And I'm Jim Taylor, Ranch Partner and Director in the Billings office. What we're going to try to do is give you some information about 2014, but more importantly, tell you a little bit more about what we think is going to happen in 2015 in the world of investment quality rural real estate. Hall & Hall saw near record sales volume in 2014 with $344 million in sales. The number of transactions was up 60% from 2013. The dollar volume was driven by some very large ranch sales. More than 400,000 acres changed hands.
Our recent entry into the Tennessee, Georgia, Texas, and Oregon markets will help expand this geographic reach and the volume of inventory available to our buyers. 20% of our sales were of properties priced at $10 million or more, with another 21% priced between $5 and $10 million. 45% of sales were properties between $1 and $5 million, while 4% were less than $1 million.
The inventory of available properties was low, as owners were reluctant to place properties on the market. We expect this trend to continue in 2015, as there is no reason for cattle prices to weaken. Cattle inventories today actually are where they were in 1952. High cattle prices are going to drive land prices higher for operating ranches. In 2014, we represented some exceptionally large ranches. The Great Western Ranch in New Mexico was one of them.
The Great Western Ranch embodies all the characteristics that we look for in a legacy ranch transaction at Hall & Hall. We see the best of the best ranches across the western United States, and this particular ranch has 457 square miles of land, including 176,000 acres of deeded land and 116,000 acres of state and BLM leased land. Great Western is truly a spectacular property. Encompasses so many different geographic features, diverse habitat, the biology to support a wildlife herd is phenomenal. There's over 130 tags attached to this ranch. In addition to that, it also supports a very sustainable grass-fed cattle operation. We listed and sold this property within 8 months. Our typical selling season lasts between 12 and 24 months. Basically what that tells the market is that the legacy ranch market continues to be a strong driver.
Good farms continue to be in demand, but we are beginning to see some weakness in pricing due to much lower commodities prices. Corn and wheat in particular have seen pretty dramatic price drops since the highs of early 2014. A lack of inventory in the farm market depressed volume, and we expect inventory to remain tight for the foreseeable future, which we believe will support land prices going forward.
Additionally, because so many farm buyers pay in cash and demand for quality property remains strong, we don't anticipate a potential increase in interest rates to impact farm prices or excessive leverage to force many sales.
We saw a return of the recreational retreat buyer in 2014. However, prices on the whole have not recovered much from the 2008 lows. Private trout water and trophy quality elk hunting ranches are bright spots in the market. That's where demand outstrips the supply and prices are strong. In general, however, in the recreational market, the problem is one of too much inventory and a short supply of buyers. We did, however, see an occasional sale on the high side that really surprised us. This gave us hope that prices will recover in 2015.
In 2014, we were able to really achieve fair market value or better for all of our clients. We created clients across the country in a lot of different types of markets and different types of properties. In early 2014, January, February, the commodity prices were surging and people were chasing those commodity prices, and because of that, every auction was sold for a higher number than the auction the week before. Toward the end of the year, as commodity prices started to fall, we saw less and less inventory on the market. But I anticipate going into 2015, we're going to see a lot of those properties come back on the market, and there'll be people chasing them. In addition to that, we've affiliated now with 4 world champion auctioneers that are spread from Texas, Ohio, Virginia, and Michigan. And that's helped us to better serve our clients in those areas. It's been exciting to expand our affiliate program. We hooked up with Superior Livestock, and their company really complements ours well because they do the same thing with the livestock industry that we do with the real estate industry.
2014 was probably the best year Hall & Hall had in the management business since we started in the 1980s. We feel the growth was in part due to an increased demand for investors in the operating ranch arena. We expect a strong 2015 for the cow-calf sector. The current cattle herd is at historical lows, and all indications are that it's starting to rebuild. The only caveat being that if the drought persists, the cattle buildup will be delayed.
Looking forward into 2015, we continue to see buyer interest in assets that provide long-term stability. We believe that buyers will continue to consider real estate as a diversification of their investments. This form of asset and investment, and the ability to enjoy it at the same time, is important to many buyers.
The strength and perceived stability of the national and international economy is a key driver for land sales and land prices. Now, we do have some concern about weakness in China and Europe, and there clearly is some disruption in the oil markets. However, we think we're going to get through that. The U.S. economy is strong and projected to stay strong, so we're actually very optimistic for 2015.